What's going on, people? It's Killer Kid of Xbox fame. What I want to talk to you today about is that right there. That thing right there. It's the Seagate 8 terabyte external for the Xbox One. And its relevance upon today's gaming, with the new console generation being out, that being the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. And how is it relevant today? I've had that thing for a minute, but I just joined YouTube, so I'm reviewing a whole bunch of tech that people probably are interested in, probably don't have, and it seems like it's still relevant because they want $184.99, as you can see on Best Buy's website right there. They want $184.99 for the thing today. So, what is it? How is it relevant to today's gaming? And my review or take on what that item is. And I have it right there on my other TV setup. I got an Xbox up there on another TV. So the thing is that 8 terabyte external works good. If you have to already have like a digital library. Maybe you don't even have to have a digital library. You could have physical media copies if you want to, and it'll still be relevant. Me myself, I have a whole digital library, like 40 games digital from the Xbox One. I haven't even bought the Xbox Series X yet. From what I understand, the Xbox Series X will boost, the speeds with its SSD just because it has an SSD anyway. It'll boost the speeds of the upload rate of the game anyway. So, but yeah, it's a large 8 terabyte external. After it downloads the files and the applications necessary to run an Xbox, you only have like 7.2 terabytes left. Out of the 7.2 terabytes that I had left, with the 40 games I have installed, then I'm down to 5.9 terabytes. I still got 5.9 terabytes out of last generation consoles on that thing, usable, that I haven't even used yet. Given there are still some last generation consoles games that I want to buy. Like, I don't have Modern Warfare yet. I was looking at the Avengers. There's about 10 games I can still go for, but yeah. The thing is if you have a lot of digital media, or if you have a lot of physical copies of games from any generation now that the Xbox Series X is out, you might be one of those guys that has, a whole bunch of physical media from the Xbox 360, Xbox, the original OG Xbox 2000, and the Xbox One, and that might be a viable option for you. It all depends on, how much media that you actually have that you would need 8 terabytes in the first place. If you don't have, that much older media, then I would say I'd probably skip to getting a 2 terabyte SSD for the new console generation. If I'd probably skip to getting that. And I looked at Digital Foundry, and Rich from Digital Foundry did some whole little comparison of the speed, the upload speed of between the non-NVMe NVMe SSD 4.0 PCI, all that. He did a comparison of regular SSDs and the the licensed SSD, or the proprietary SSD of the Xbox Series X and S, and it's not too much different. But yeah, I think that overall, I gotta say, like I say, if you need a lot of storage because you have a lot of digital media, and you have or you have a lot of physical media from any generation of Xbox. It could be the OG Xbox from 2000. It could be the Xbox 360. It could be the Xbox One. Any of those last three, and then you're upgrading to get the Xbox Series X or S. That could be a viable option for you. If you don't have any like physical or digital media that you're, or a significant amount that you're worried about saving for the new generation, then I wouldn't specifically worry about this 8 terabyte SSD. I mean, this 8 terabyte HDD hard drive, Seagate external. I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said, it's 7.2 terabytes after you format it for the Xbox One with all the necessary files and the apps and stuff that you need to run an Xbox. It takes about 800 gigs. Then you're left with about 7.2 terabytes left. And like it is an awful lot of storage. I can tell because, like I said, I got 40 games installed right now from previous generations, and I still got 5.9 terabytes left. So it's a lot of storage. So it's like I say, it's a good thing to have. I'm looking. You can see it's on Best Buy website right there. I got it pulled up right behind there. I'm sharing that screen with you. You can see it's a lot of storage to have. But the question is it that much storage that you need to have for previous generation media? That's the only real question with it. If you don't need that much media storage from previous generation consoles, then it wouldn't really matter. But if you have that much storage, that much media that you need stored from previous console generations, then I'd seriously take a look at it. At $184.99, that is a lot of storage. But the only thing is, if you don't have the previous media, via any of the last 3 previous console generations before the Xbox Series X or S, then I wouldn't worry about it. I'd skip to get it in like a 2 terabyte SSD for extra storage for the Xbox Series X or S. And that's my take on it. Stay tuned for more review videos of tech. I got a lot of different tech I gotta go through. Even some of it I have for a minute, but some people are looking for cheap options on TVs and hard drives and webcams, and need tech explained to them because maybe they might not be all that tech savvy. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing Firestick videos where I jailbreak Firesticks and jailbreak an Xbox, any Xbox really. Jailbreak iPhone, iPad, Android phone, Android tablet. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Later.